There was great expectation on day one as the ASA 2018 National Track and Field Championships got underway. And of course, that championship delivered on day one. No fewer than 4 records tumbling, including the women's 100-meter record at a national level and a world record for a para-athlete. And it certainly was a wonderful day with the cream of the crop of South Africa's athletics talent all gathered in one place. All but one of the medalists from the 2017 World Championships present at Tuks for what is going to be a memorable occasion. Already it has delivered. Now we are out and about at Alcy de Villiers Stadium at Tuks University, a place that prides itself in track and field. We're on the blue track, of course, for what is an exceptional 3 days of the top talents. 32 degrees is where the mercury peaked on day 2. Was a sweltering hot day once more, which means, of course, that for the shorter distances, for the sprinters, it is a fantastic day. You see the excitement behind me with the hammer throw happening there. Of course, Chris Harms looking for a 23rd national championship. There's a time on that board of 1969. We'll save that for a little bit later because that time has absolute significance. Now, lots of field events taking place today. Triple jump happening, shot put happening, and of course the hammer throw happening, but it's all about this track and this line. Who will cross it first this evening as South Africa will crown a new 100-meter champion in both the men's and women's races. So that really, this home stretch is what day 2 of the ASA National Track and Field Champs is all about. So let's go to some of the finest action from the day.
Then the start list for the men's triple jump. That should be an intriguing final amongst those in contention. Just 19 years old, Junior Mpefu, man who claimed the bronze at last year's national championships, up against, amongst others, Mohoswa and indeed Horacio Cremona, an 11-time champion between long jump and triple jump, going for his 6th triple jump title. Menzies Mthembu, he's one to watch as well, the 2016 national champion. Turned 33 just over a week ago, did Horacio Cremona. 2008 Olympic silver medalist in the long jump. Much of his celebrated victories have come in the long jump, but he's a fine triple jumper and indeed is both the reigning Commonwealth Games champion, a former African champion in the triple jump. What can Horacio Cremona do? Oh, good hitch jump at the end. I thought, doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Cremona, a little short of where you'd like to be.
16.52, 16.52.
Just lost it a little in the air and then fell backwards onto that right elbow. So 16.5 meters is a pretty decent leap. He extends his lead in this men's triple jump with a 16.52 leap. Nazim has just jumped, but Menzies Mthembu now, former national champion, was crowned in Stellenbosch 2 years ago. This is a man who can go 16.5 meters. His leap still leading, 16.52. Mthembu searching for a legitimate jump, a legal jump. He's got the white flag, so at least it'll be registered. He has gone some way into the pit here. Just making sure. Good foot on the takeoff board.
16.12.
Menzies Mthembu.
16.12.
I feel he's capable of challenging for a medal here.
3.72.
Look to be over 16 meters. It'll place him among the favorites early on. So indeed he is 40 centimeters behind Horacio Cremona, but he's 2nd overall.
Well, it's 200 meters mixed age T12 para race, and in lane 4 Sheldon Thomas in the T13 category, that's visually impaired, and then Christian Schultz T44 in lane 6. Schultz on the outside, Thomas inside him. Thomas running very well around this bend at the moment. And Sheldon Thomas looking extremely good coming around that bend. Nice high knee lift. He's got very good technique, does Thomas. And a very fast finish here for Sheldon Thomas. And the time 23.37. I'm sure he would be happy with that. Christian Schultz coming through in his own time. These men not racing each other, different categories, and a nice camaraderie between the two men there. Sheldon Thomas first across the line. Two men there running very well. Christian Schultz was going for a South African record, not to be 23.36 for him. Sheldon Thomas 25.90.
Horacio Cremona. In 2008 at the Beijing Olympic Games, he was South Africa's only medalist. He finished silver in the men's long jump. Now 33 years old, but he's competing. He's seen him span over a decade on the international stage. That's a good-looking jump. That's a very good-looking jump from Horacio Cremona. Well, looking for that 17-meter mark at these championships. He's getting a hug from his coach, a big, big hug.
630.
Well, massive 17.09 meters. He has taken every other competitor out of the competition with that leap. Now, Junior Mpefu, bronze medalist at last year's national championships. He's somebody who's flirted with that 16-meter mark, but a 15.63 his best here. 2 more jumps to start. Junior Mpefu has the ability to go around 16 meters, and he would need something akin to that if he is to medal today.
284.
It's confirmation of the triple jump results. Horacio Cremona claims his 12th national title, 6th in the long jump. He's now matched that with 6th triple jump title. Menzies Mthembu, a fine silver medal with 16.12 meters. Junior Mpefu, a bronze medal, 15.84 meters. For the second year in succession, he's a bronze medalist.
The mixed para men's 200 meters, and special interest here, Charles du Toit in the T37 category. That is du Toit. He ran a world record in the 100 meters yesterday in his category, beating his own time of 11.42. He ran 11.41 there, and du Toit going in lane 6. Other athletes, Neon Ndlovu, Mphumelo, Mhlongo, ran very well in the 100. And then also Diane Bass and Ntando Mahlangu. Watch out for Mahlangu on the outside with the prosthesis. He will finish very fast. Diane Bass at the moment. The man in front, T38 category, is Diane Bass. That is for athletes with coordination impairment. Both him and Charles du Toit. Diane Bass coming through here, and Mhlongo finishing fast as expected. Diane Bass 23.06 for Bass. So no world records there. The world record for T38 is 21.82. But nevertheless, a good run there by Diane Bass. And look out, Ntando Mahlangu. And once he gets that momentum going, hard to stop him. And interestingly enough, Ntando Mahlangu, Diane Bass, the winner there. Charles du Toit in his category also the winner, because of course they're all in different classifications. Great run by both those men, in fact by all 5 men in this race. Well, the men in the mixed para 200 all running in different classifications. Diane Bass crossing the line first there, but a good run nevertheless by all 4 of them.
Diane, very quickly here, 23.06. Was that a good enough time for you?
Well, we haven't trained for the 200. We have more 100 focus, so I'm happy with the 200 time today.
Het jy 'n bietjie gevier gestaan na die wêreldrekord, jy en jou maat?
Ja, eerstens wil ek sal gelukwens met 'n wêreldrekord. Dit was fantasties om so te sien hardloop. Wonderlik, en ek is baie bly vir hom. Baie goeie tyd van hom.
On a personal level, how much focus for you on the 200 this season?
Well, not a lot of 200 focus. We're focusing on the 100 at the moment. So I'm hoping for sub 11 at the Commonwealth Games. So we have 2 weeks to tweak some stuff. So I'm excited to go back to the drawing board.
Well, competing at home, Tumelotare might fancy his chances here in the men's shot put, but certainly the names to look out for would include the legend that is Burger Lamprecht, a man who's been competing internationally since 1992. Horacio Cremona is undoubtedly the favourite. He's won the last 6 consecutive national championships, and indeed watch out the young talent that is Karl Hosbrook. So men's shot put. There are a couple of big lads in South Africa, and this is the biggest of the lot at the moment. Horacio Cremona, 6-time national champion. And it'll be around about the 20-meter mark, maybe just beyond that. He's only one of 2 South Africans ever to go beyond 21 meters, Horacio Cremona, the other being Janus Roberts, of course, who still holds the national record. And Horacio Cremona going for his 7th consecutive national title in the men's shot put. Well, this is one of the legends of South African shot put. 44 years old, he turns 45 next month. Burger Lamprecht, still competing. 1998, 20 years ago, he was the Commonwealth Games champion. Big drive towards the toe block, and that's gone out beyond 19 meters. Well, around about the 19-meter mark, maybe just short of it. Burger Lamprecht.
18.56.
First of 3 semi-finals in the men's 200 meters, and the favorite for the gold medal is probably the man here in lane 5. That's not him, that's Roscoe Engel going in lane 6. Engel having a very good championship, a personal best in the 100. There is our favorite, Clarence Munyai, South African junior record holder with 20.10. He ran an extremely fast heat, 20.23. So the clear favorite here for the title. But first order of business is getting through these semi-finals. Bit of strapping behind the knee there of Munyai, but he ran such a good bend in the heats earlier today. Choosing not to do the 100 at these championships, focusing on his specialist event. We have to mention in lane 4, Thando Dlodlo as well. Lane 2, Futiwani Modumele decided he's had enough and is not contesting the rest of this race. But look at Munyai. He's doing the same as he did in the heats. Clarence Munyai just streaking away from Dlodlo and Engel. Top 2 only secured of a place in the final. Munyai, 19.70. If that is confirmed, then I can't see how it won't be. That will be a new South African junior record, and more than that, a new South African senior record. The senior record belongs to Wade van Niekerk, 19.84. We'll have to wait for the wind reading. The wind is gusting in the stadium. Munyai is hoping and praying that the wind is legal. 2 meters per second will not be legal. And if it's a non-legal wind, it will not be a record, but still that will be the fastest time ever run by a South African, wind legal or not. Well, the wind is 1.5, that's a legal wind, and the time has been rounded down to 19.69 seconds. That is a new South African junior and senior record. In fact, not junior. He's not a junior anymore. That's a new South African senior record for Clarence Munyai. Getting a bit excited here about that. 19.69 for that man. There are the qualifiers for the final for the men's 200. But just for now, 7 of them don't really matter, because Clarence Munyai breaks Wade van Niekerk's national record of 19.84 by running 19.69. It's not a junior record. If he ran that 3 months earlier, it would have been. But nevertheless, he becomes the 10th fastest man of all time over the 200 meters, and only 0.01 of Frank Fredericks' African record.
Clarence, the way that heat went this morning, we knew something special was going to come in the semi-final, but did you anticipate what you did?
To be honest, no. I thought maybe 19.9, 19.8, but I never thought 19.6. So I'll take it, and I'll be grateful for what I achieved.
Look, there were all sorts of questions wondering, why is he not doubling up, doing the 100 and the 200? The fact that you focused on your strength, you reckon it's paid off here? Huh?
It's paid off. As you can see, the time shows that focusing on 200 actually helped a lot, because if I did the 100 as well, after the final tonight, and I don't think I was going to manage because.
Beautiful time here. I can see that you're tired, and we're only in the semi-finals, so well done. Good luck in the finals.
Thank you, thank you.
That
Well, Jason van Rooyen, animated character. So that's out towards the 19-meter mark. Horacio Cremona. Oh, that's gone well beyond 19 meters. That's probably well beyond 20 meters. A 20.71 meter opening heave maintains the lead. He liked that. He liked that. That's a similar sort of distance. A little shake of the head. Not quite there. But a 20.71 meter effort has taken everyone out of this field. 20.71 was his first round efforts, 20.70 in a consistent series of over 20 meters from Cremona. Son Burger Lambrechts Jr. Competing for his university. He's a Nebraska Husker.
15-6-3.
Burger Lambrechts. Four-time South African champion, three-time African champion, 98 Commonwealth Games champion. And he's 45 next month.
15-6-3.
Using that rotation technique. And this again gone out to a very similar distance as his previous attempts. Probably just over the 18-meter 50 mark. Perhaps just an improvement on his previous best. This series, that is. He's well over 2 meters 50, 20 meters 50 for his best. So Burger Lambrechts, indeed an improvement. 18.67 meters. He likes it. He likes it a lot. Well, Karl Hosbrook might have had hope of a medal. 19.19 meters he threw just 2 weeks ago, but battled to get over the 18-meter mark. Jason van Rooyen and Burger Lambrechts battle for that silver. In the end, it is the man who turns 45 next month, Burger Lambrechts, the 98 Commonwealth Games champion, who claims the silver. But Horacio Cremona, a momentous 7th successive men's shot put title. So this is the start list in for the men's hammer throw, and what an exciting lineup it proves, with the likes of Tshepang Makete, the up-and-coming champion who's gone further than anybody else in this year, Bar Allen coming from South Africa, Chris Harmse, 22 consecutive national titles, can he claim a 23rd? Karl Hosbrook also among those in contention. He is currently the African junior champion. So, only one thrower is going beyond his 66.12 meter opening effort. The question is whether or not he'll be able to reclaim the lead. A man searching for his unprecedented 23rd consecutive national title. As his routine. That metal ball on the end of this wire, 7.26 kilograms, and that looks to be an enormous attempt by Chris Harmse. That should be around about the 70-meter mark. And Haramsa is particularly pleased. He's been struggling to go around 67 meters for a little while. So Chris Haramsa, 69.31 meters. It's just short of 70, but he will take that. He's back in the lead. Expected to do great things in the future is Tshepang Makete. Could it start now? 69.31 meters by Chris Haramsa is the lead. He's got to improve his best by 2 odd meters from this series. Bronze medalist at the African Championships in 2016. And look to show such talent. This is looking big. It's looking very big. He likes it. That's out towards around about the 70-meter mark. He really liked it. Great technique. Well, this is going to be a straight shootout between Tshepang Makete and Chris Haramsa, it seems, in the men's hammer throw. Well, the two are having a little bit of nervous chatter and a warm embrace. Oh, it's heartbreaking for Makete because that was a fantastic effort. 69.01 meters, but just short of Chris Haramsa's second round attempt.
Final of the men's 110-meter hurdles on the track, and 10 very high barriers between them and a South African title. One man knows what that feels like. In fact, 2 of them, but one maybe more than the other. Antonio Alcana has won this 3 times. He goes in lane 4. On his outside in lane 5, Ruan de Vries, bronze medal winner from last year. De Vries on your right as you look at the picture there. Number 229 is Alvin Botma, the South African junior champion. There is Alcana. Number 634, the African record holder with 13.11. You can see Ruan de Vries there in lane 5 means business this year as well. Alcana and de Vries, the 2 fastest men in the year, but nothing to choose between them in terms of times. 13.61 for Alcana, 13.63 for de Vries. The 2 favorites, they were silver and bronze last year behind Tiaan Smit. And the Western Province's African record holder, Antonio Alcana, 3-time South African champion. Can he make it 4? It's all about having a clean race. What a great start by Alcana. He's flying out of the blocks. Ruan de Vries has work to do now. Alcana's not letting him. De Vries trying hard, but Alcana having a brilliant race here. Clean over the hurdles. 13.50, not the fastest time of his life. And Claudia Viljoen there sitting and applauding. Last year she was still competing in this event. This year she has hung up the spikes and still appreciates very good 110-meter hurdles. I should say Claudia Hienes, of course, and just look at Alcana here. No hurdles toppling anywhere in this race. He was out of the blocks like a shot and just continued. Clean race. De Vries in second. Daylight between the 2 of them. And 3rd place, we'll have to wait and see. Antonio Alcana becomes a South African champion for the 4th time, edging out Ruan de Vries for silver, and a very surprise bronze medal for Tiaan Kleinhans, destroying his personal best in the process.
Antonio Alcana, I'm just going to say, perfect start out the blocks, and from there on in, not a single hurdle touched. You were in sublime form today.
From the start, I felt good. I got out of the blocks well. Like, I'm still not fit enough to finish the race strong because of the injury I had. And like a month ago, I only started jogging. So I'm happy I could come here and defend the title. So yeah, I'm happy.
Did it surprise you that you won by the distance that you won, given where you are at and what you're overcoming at the moment?
I wasn't surprised because my training was looking well. It's looking well. It's just that I still need to work on my endurance. So the speed is there, but the endurance still needs work.
All right, so map it out for us. The rest of 2018 now, once that recovery is done and dusted, what lies ahead for you?
I'm doing the 22nd, I'm doing the competition in Paul. So, and then after that, I think I might do the 27th in Sasolburg, I'm not sure. And then it's Commonwealth Games from there.
Your expectations of Commonwealth?
Hopefully get the medal. Still enough time, so hopefully get the medal.
Well done for the win here today.
Thank you so much.
So, Chris Haramsa here at this Tuks Athletics Stadium. The wind starting to pick up. And it's gusting almost into the faces of the hammer throwers. Might not seem like a significant disadvantage, certainly not for a hammer, but it might prove to be. But a 69-31 currently leading is Haramsa, and again he sent that out a long way, and that is going to be the new lead. Almost certainly Chris Haramsa has sent that out around about the 70-meter mark. 70.62 meters. Wow, that is a mark that very few of the athletes in this field could reach. So Karl Hosbrook, final attempt for a man who's just stepped up from the junior ranks. Has he got the ability to claim a medal late here? Well, he sent that out, seems to be well beyond the 65-meter mark. He's only just kept it in the sector in which throws can be measured. Less than half a meter inside that sector. No. Tsepang Makete, currently second. He's gone over 69 meters. He's going to need to go over 70 if he is to claim the gold medal and deny Haramsa a 23rd consecutive national hammer throw title. Makete likes it. He's screaming after it. It's gone big, but just how big? I don't think it's quite long enough. It's around about the 70-meter mark. But I don't think it's long enough to beat Haramsa. Either way, the two men embrace at the conclusion of Makete's series. Has he gone over 70 meters? Both throwers, the young and the old of South African hammer throw, the future Makete, and indeed the man that is dominated for the last 2 decades, Haramsa. It's a confirmation then of the hammer throw results. Chris Haramsa is remarkably, astonishingly, absolutely sensationally a 23-time national hammer throw champion, all in succession. An effort of 70.60 meters, beating Tsepang Makete into silver. Karl Hosbrook with a fine bronze medal, edging out last year's medalist Ronaldo Freishu.
Hurdles are up. In fact, it's 80 hurdles, 10 times 8 for the women's 100-meter hurdles. Favorite Talon Built in lane 5, the African junior champion, the national junior record holder in this event. She finished 5th last year. And there is one of last year's medalists. Claudia Hienes, silver medalist from last year, has retired from the sport, but she's here to watch the other women run. And in fact, top 4 from 2017 final, not in this race. Athletes going down to their blocks for the 3rd time now in this women's 100 meters. Talon Built there in lane 5, the national junior record holder with a 13.35. Also the African junior champion. There is silver medal winner from last year, Claudia Hienes. Hienes a spectator this year after having retired from the event, and it's Jean-Marie Senecal having a good start, so too Shane Olkers. But here comes Talon Built, the African junior champion. The 19-year-old is storming through this race. Talon Built's going to take it. 13.72. She's not happy with the time. Claudia Hienes looking somewhat nonplussed, probably thinking if she had her spikes on, she would have won this. Hienes last year ran a 13.23 for a silver medal behind Rickenette Steenkamp. Built last year was the 5th place finisher, but with the top 4 not competing this year, it is Talon Built who takes the title. Jean-Marie Senecal on the right of picture there had a very good start. Denise Hartmann on the left, 13.97 personal best for the 21-year-old in the heats. But the tall, strong Talon Built coming through here. She hasn't run the times that she's been looking for this year, but she does have a South African senior title. One improvement for almost everyone in this 100-meter hurdles. Taylan Beeld goes from 5th last year to 1st. He takes the gold medal. Janke van Wyk goes from 6th to 2nd. And Jean-Marie Senecal gets the bronze.
So this is the start list then for the women's triple jump final. It should be an intriguing battle between Zinzi Chawangu and Patience Chingela for the gold medal. There might be a few who fancy themselves for the silver medal. Among them, undoubtedly, is going to be Hunsi Morake. She's only 16 years old, but at 12:45 already this year. And Mariska Jansen van Rensburg might fancy a chance of a bronze. Zinzi Chawangu just accelerating down the runway. Very solid technique, but nothing flashy about her performances.
$13.07.
Great plant on the
1307.
takeoff board. Drifting slightly. Decent height on that final jump. To be a really big jump. Goes over, has a word with the coaches while she waits for this distance to come up.
600 meter om te gaan en die mans 1500 meter hier en al die atlete nog bij elkaar. Weer wat bietjie gedraai het hier in Pretoria, bietjie van 'n wind, bietjie koeler en dit lyk of die reën net so begin val ook. Maar dit is Treasure Derrison, een van die gunstelinge wat nog steeds voorraad. Ek verdedigende kampioen nommer 491 daar, Dumisani Glasello. Die atlete wat nou opkom na die klok toe, Glasello wat begin vorentoe skuif. Silwer medalje wenner van verlede jaar, Nkosinathi Sibiya ook in die groep, so ook Folavius se ook 'n bronsmedalje wenner van verlede jaar. En dan kyk uit vir 2014 kampioen Jerry Motsel.
Tumisani Hlaselo o khanne fela ho utlwa ho labele ya o qetela mme ha jwale tjena o nganyisana jwalo le yena Nkosinathi Sibiya ho hla jwalo ka KwaZulu Natal jwalo ka o setse dimitara tse ka bang tse makgolo a mabedi tsa o qetela mme bahlankana ka bobedi ke bua jwalo ka Central Gauteng versus KZN ha jwale ibe na hona le monyatla bitua ka mora bana ba babedi na kapa ke Nkosinathi Sibiya kapa yena Tumisani Hlaselo.
Well, this is good stuff. Last year's silver medal winner Nkosinathi Sibiya challenging the defending champion Dumisani Hlaselo. The crowd enjoying this stuff. Nkosinathi Sibiya running hard here. The time's not going to be great, but what a race. Jerry Motsau coming through as well. Sibiya takes it 3:45.01. Motsau 2014 champion second. You can see how happy Sibiya is there. From a silver in 2017 to a gold in 2018. Great race there by Nkosinathi Sibiya. He waited till the end. You could see the droplets of rain starting to fall there. The conditions have turned in the last half an hour. Nkosinathi Sibiya, Jerry Motsau coming past Dumisani Hlaselo for second place. And in third, Ranso Mokopane. How does he do that after just having won a 3,000 meter steeplechase? He gets a medal in the 1500, but it's gold for Nkosinathi Sibiya.
Makhaola khanga bahlankana ho 1500 meters re bone jwalo Nkosinathi Sibiya itsamela ka metalo wa Gauta. Jerry Motsau a boela khutla a fumana metalo wa silvera mme Rantsho Mokopane o fumane metale wa bronze.
So Hunsi Morake now, wind starting to come across her. You can see the wind is just starting to swirl at the moment. Morake. Well, she's enjoyed limited success in 100, 200 meters. Somebody who's attempted the hurdle. She's tried the long jump and indeed competing now in the triple jump. So well short of the takeoff board on this occasion. Struggled to get herself some distance into the pit. Gets the signal that she's allowed to go. Gets the white flag for her final jump. She earns a fine series. She's been fairly consistent over 13 meters. So just about where she wants to be. Maybe a little more room to play with, but finishing on a high undoubtedly. The champion in 2009, champion in 2010, champion in 2012, champion in 2015, champion in 2016. After last year's bronze, she's champion again, a sixth-time triple jump champion. Well, Zinzi Chawango struggled a little in trying to get her approach right. In the end, though, she did register one jump. It was good enough for a silver. The battle we expected between Patience Jingile and Zinzi Chawango not materializing, but Patience Jingile now six-time national triple jump champion, a phenomenal achievement. Hunsi Morake, just 16 years old, with the bronze. Well, undoubtedly one of the highlights of the field events for this senior and combined national championships, men's high jump. Well, watch out for the likes of Keegan Fourie. He is a previous medalist in this event. Should be looking for another medal here. Paul Links, another man who's been going regularly over 2 meters 15, should challenge for a medal. Up against the defending champion, Chris Malaya, and certainly the standout man of 2017 World Youth Champion, Brayton Poole. Malaya, comfortably clear at 2 meters 10. Oh, that's just enormous height. And Malaya showing his class at 2 meters 15, very comfortably clear. Long strides, enormous launch, good velocity, vertical and horizontal. Crosses the bar at a good point, just near the center. Clear at 2:15, first time. Entered at 2:05. Last of the jumpers to enter. Focused looking Links. African Junior Championships, silver medalist in the past, made the finals of the World Student Games in Korea as well. Oh, it's very comfortable again. Such solid technique. He has high jumping peers, but there are not many in this competition. He's looked focused, he's looked determined. And his high jumping has looked nothing short of special. A fairly comfortable clearance for Brayton Poole. 2 meters 15 has never really been an issue for Brayton Poole. And a massive leap. He's only 1 meter 72. And he jumped 2 meters 24 when he won the IAAF World Youth Championships in Nairobi in Kenya last year. 50 centimeters over his head was the bar, and he cleared it comfortably, and he does 2 meter 15 without any concern this time. First time clearances all the way through. So on count back, even if all the jumpers were to fail at the next height, Brayton Poole is currently in first position, owing to his first-time clearances at every height from 2 meters.
We join the women's 1,500 meters now. Leading is Karl Semenya, coming up here with still 3 laps to go. And Semenya, her best time so close to the South African record that you see on your screen there from Zola Budd. But Semenya obviously here not trying for that record. She might attempt it next week at the Athletic Grand Prix Series, I'm told. But Karl Semenya leading very comfortably at the moment. Interestingly enough, none of last year's medalists in this race. Simone Weitz won last year in 4:21.93. I'm pretty sure Karl Semenya is going to win this one, Dicoleti, but we'll wait and see for the minor medals.
But like we've been talking earlier on with my colleague, that it can happen, it's possible. I know that it can happen, with especially with the time, but how she is going on now, how bonahale hore ka nnete dintho tseo di shebileng di tla etsahala nako yona e possible, empa he how sheba speed sa hae wa bona hore o itshebetse hore fela ke itholle metal wa counter ha o finyana le yena ke ngwanana ya bonyokunyane haholo le Daniel du Plessis ho hla jwalo ka mane ka Central Northwest ke yena ya hlileng ale ha o finyana le direte tsa Karl Semenya ho etsa bonnete ba hore ha o ka etsala ho hong fela ke yena ka lehlakoreng, mme yena o thusana jwalo le Central Gauteng e leng Lindy Rolofsen.
And Semenya coming into the last 100 meters now. She will complete her race with a win. She's extremely focused. You can just see that on her face. The crowd acknowledging their world and Olympic champion. Unbeaten in the 800 since 2015 is Semenya. And here she runs a 4:10.70. Some way off her personal best, but still a very good time. And I think Tineke Klute is going to appreciate what Semenya has done here, because she finishes in second. And a very good run by Lindy Rolofsen for the bronze medal position.
Homa fumahadi lebelong lena la 1500 meters re bone jwalo Karl Semenya a iphumanela metalo wa Gauteng nako tla ilukisa Tineke a fumana jwalo metalo wa silver, Melindi o iphumanetse metale wa bronze.
So that the bandaged left leg of Chris Malaya, the defending champion, who needed some medical attention following his first-time clearance at 2 meters 15. This now first attempt at 2 meters 20, and Malaya goes comfortably clear. First-time clearance at 2 meters 20 for Chris Malaya. And despite the bandage on the left calf, there looked to be no discomfort in the plant. Slightest of brushes on the bar, but it stayed on. Not much of a wobble in it, and that's a good-looking series for Malaya. Well, the bright smile of a 17-year-old that stunned the world last year when he became World Youth Champion. He's a week away from his 18th birthday, but he needs something special with his final attempt at 2 meters 20 to stay in the men's high jump competition. Missed a medal on countback last year. He won't have that trouble. He's guaranteed a medal in this 2018 National Championships. Brayton Poole to clear 2 meters 20, and he's done so. 2 jumpers remain, and one of them is the World Youth Champion. Spectacular jump. Well, the athletic stadium here at the University of Pretoria Sports Ground suddenly erupted. Well, the grandstand watching the jumps of young Brayton Poole. People on their feet celebrating that final jump. Third time clearance, he's cutting it fine, but he's guaranteed at least a silver medal now. So Chris Malaya, second attempt at 2 meters 23. He's had a solid series so far. Oh, and Malaya makes it go over. He's in gold medal position now, 2 meters 23 for the defending champion. Long, lanky strides, gets the vertical height spot on. and has the horizontal velocity to clear the bar without touching it. Consummate clearance from Malaya. Well, he must be delighted, having medalled for the first time at a senior national championships. Brayton Poole and Paul Links with a fine bronze medal, despite the fact that he only cleared 2 meters 15. He'll be disappointed by that. But Chris Malaya successfully defends the national high jump title he won last year, despite an injury in the build-up.
Well, here we are to the main events of the evening, the women's 100 meters. There's your start list. The 8 women contesting this race. And in lane 5, Karina Horn, the favorite, 11.03. She ran in the semi-finals for a new national record, eclipsing Yvette de Klerk and her own mark of 11.06. Those are the spikes of Karina Horn that ran 11.03. yesterday in the semi-finals for a South African record. In lane 7 there, Rickenet Steenkamp contesting the 100-meter finals instead of the 100-meter hurdles. Well, they're out fast, and fastest of all was Rose Zayi, the birthday girl today. She turned 17, but look at Karina Horn running away here. Tebogo Mamatu chasing. Karina Horn's going to take the title, 11.10, and that is a great time for Horn. We didn't expect her to break her own record. The conditions not as favorable as they were yesterday, and nevertheless, Karina Horn posts another very fast time, 11.10 for Karina Horn. And let's sort out the minor placings here as well. Horn started fast, not as fast as Zayi, but it is Tebogo Mamatu chasing Karina Horn all the way. Mamatu's having an excellent season. Look at Cassidy Williamson on the outside in lane 6. She's going to finish ahead of Tamsin Thomas. Thomas 4th last year, 4th again this year. But Cassidy Williamson running a great race, 11.39, the best time for the 19-year-old. Karina Horn, though, South African champion again, to add to her South African record of yesterday. Karina Horn takes the national title. She adds it to a national record in the semi-final. She wins in 11.08. Impressive for Tebogo Mamatu and Cassidy Williamson in silver and bronze, respectively. They both run personal bests. 100-meter men on the track, and chance for Simon Mahakala and Enrico Brankis to renew their rivalry. Lane 7 is empty. That is because Anaso Jobodwana has withdrawn, and unfortunately Akani Simbine also withdrawn already in the semi-finals, so no defending champion. In fact, none of the defending medalists are returning. Akani Simbine, Wade van Niekerk and Thando Roto all injured, which gives a chance for Simon Mahakala to regain the title he's won so many times before. Well, the blocks are ready, the athletes are ready for the second time. We've had a false start, and Tembu Monareng, who was in lane 8, is no longer part of this 100 meters final. We turn our attention back to the favorites, Simon Mahakala, Roscoe Engel and Enrico Brankis. This time they're away together. Mahakala getting a great start there. Engel has a lot of work to do. Thando Glodlo running well. It's Mahakala tensing up. Can Brankis catch him? No, he can't. Simon Mahakala takes the win. Thando Glodlo, the youngster, the junior record holder, is going to get the second position. Brankis only good enough for third. Mahakala returns to the winning ways he used to show us in the early 2010s. What a race. Time 10.08, but that's of no concern at this stage. It's about a title. The weather tonight not conducive to fast sprinting times. Look at the start that Thando Glodlo got there, just ahead of Simon Mahakala. Roscoe Engel was left in the dust. Enrico Brankis trying his best but tensing up. And there's your finishers. Did Brankis get second? I think it's Glodlo. Simon Mahakala is delighted with that. The crowd appreciates it. And Simon Mahakala becomes the national champion for the 7th time in the 100 meters. Nobody else has done that. He wins in 10.07. The impressive youngster Thando Dlodlo gets the silver, and Brankis gets bronze.
Simon, the Lion, you roared tonight. What does this win mean to you?
It means everything to me because I was feeling good in the warm-up area. I'm so happy. I don't know what happened there, but I got a good start. And then, you know, I flew from the blocks because I wanted to win so bad.
There was that nerves being played on with that false start. You had to recover, you had to regroup, you had to show strength to get over the line in first place.
Actually, I was not ready the first one, but the second one made a perfect start for me, you know, because I had those nerves on my shoulders, I was not settled, but the second one was good.
On your outside, you had a man, of course, who has also run a sub-10, Enrico Brankis, the danger on the outside. You knew that. You had to overcome that. How did you?
You know, running with Enrico and Roscoe, you saw yesterday they ran the fastest time. So I was like, you know, when I got out here, I'm going to go. And I went.
Simon Mahakala, we need to shake your hand as national 100-meter champion. The crowd waiting for you there. So go and get your adoration. And that's how day 2 concludes. The Lion roars once more. We know about the difficulties that he's had on a personal level, on a professional level, and is back here tonight. The time doesn't matter. What matters is that he's won the 100-meter championship. The new national champion, Simon Mahakala. Thank you very much for watching.